If you're a fellow Gen Xer, someone 50, 60 and over, and you're looking to do your own type of business during this second act, should you build your network? Should you focus on obsessively building out this large network? Because we've heard the quote, right? Your network is your net worth, or your net worth is your network. Cool, great soundbite, but is it true? Now, not really. In some ways, yes. In some industries, yes. So a lot of my friends here in New Canaan, Connecticut are in investment banking and private equity and hedge funds. Yeah, a lot of that has to do with your network and who you can call up and fundraising. Absolutely. But if you're looking to do something like this, that's a one-person business, something where you're running it on your own, kind of on the side, playing around, experimenting, trying things in different niches. Maybe you're focusing your marketing on LinkedIn and you want to be a writer, or you're here on YouTube and you want to monetize YouTube or create a nutritional supplement line, whatever it is you want to do, more of a one-person type business. Does your network really matter? Not really. And I am not saying this from theory, I'm saying this from experience. Here's a really quick story. I started back in the late 90s online, and for a while I was kind of the top guy in the fitness marketing world. I taught a lot of big name fitness people now, like Jeff Cavaliere, Athlean-X, and Mike Geary, and all these people, Joel Marion, BioTrust. They were my students and taught them how to build businesses online in the fitness industry and market online. And my network is unbeatable. If you look at my cell phone, I'm not going to drop names, but really big quote unquote influencers, thought leaders, best-selling authors. A lot of them are friends of mine, colleagues of mine, and have been students of mine. And while a lot of them are really good people and I like them and I'm friends and we text, the reality is they're kind of looking out for themselves, right? And I understand. So yeah, it's cool when you have a great network, but does it really help a one-person business? And speaking of Jeff Cavaliere with Athlean-X, I'll never forget one of our first coaching sessions, we sat down and he said, you know what, I just want to build my business. I want to build this brand, Athlean-X, and I don't want to have to rely on anyone else. I don't want to have anyone else promote me. I don't want to have to promote anyone else and owe anything to anyone. And at the beginning, it was really enticing because everyone wanted him to promote and they'd promote him. He didn't do it. He stuck to his guns and said, I'm not worrying about building my network. I'm only focusing on my subscriber, on my client. It's worked for him. He's at almost 14 million followers as of today. And I found that as I went through these kind of dark years of my supplement company, one of them we had to close, and there was some rough times I was going through when I really needed my network. I needed people to kind of help me and like, hey, could you promote this? Can you promote that? Silence. There was one guy who I promoted him like 5 or 6 times, and then he went on this TV show, and I'm not going to say his name, but he became very well known. And I said, hey, remember all those times I promoted you? Would you mind just mentioning my new product or my new book or my new magazine? Radio silence. He was there, my best friend, when he wanted me to promote him, but when it was the other turn, he's nowhere to be found. And it's unfortunate, and I'm not bitter. I actually was bitter for a while. I was, and it's hard not to be. But I got over that. I'm like, you know what? It's cool. Like, people are going to look out for their own needs and their own family, their own wants. Absolutely fine. So as long as you go into this saying, I'm not going to rely on anyone else. And I know it sounds, I really don't want this to come across as bitter or sour grapes, or you can never trust anyone and everyone's jerks and everyone's selfish, because that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you should not think that just because you have a network or you're building a network or building relationships, that is automatically going to turn into this incredible successful business, and they're going to be lining up to help you and support you and promote you. And you know, how many people do you know where they'll say, okay, I want to build this business. Well, what are you going to do? How are you going to promote it? Oh, my best friend's neighbor used to be married to Kid Rock's DJ's, caterer. So, and he said he'd promote me. And that's the whole business. That's the whole marketing plan. And the reality is it's not really much of a marketing plan, right? So I think what we have to do is, instead of focusing on, all right, let me make these connections, and there's this whole thing of pay to play. Don't get me started with pay to play. I'm going to address that in a future upcoming video. But the pay to play is not a good idea. hardly ever works out. But this is good because what it does, it takes the pressure off you feeling like you have to build this massive network of all of these people and, oh my God, everyone knows me too. Forget that. Let me obsessively focus on my subscriber. So whatever your marketing channel is, you're getting them on your list, you're building relationships, and everything you're doing is about helping them, building products and programs and services and things for them. And coming up with marketing strategies and marketing channels that are purely on your shoulders, which is, again, I think it's very liberating, especially if you're from the Gen X generation where it's about being independent and this freedom and this resilience and, picking up by your bootstraps and just saying, I'm just going to do this. I got this thing. I don't need anyone else. If you get support from someone and you have a good network and they're like, oh man, I would love to help you out, great. And I did have people help me. Like I've had friends like Brian Kurtz and Chris Farrell. Absolutely, Ryan, you got Second Act Boot Camp? I'll give you a promote. Absolutely. But a majority, unfortunately, won't. And you can't build a business hoping that other people are going to market for you. Because at the end of the day, it's your business. It's your thing. It's your love. It's your passion. It's your hobby. And knowing it, instead of getting disappointed, instead of saying, oh my God, they didn't support me, I helped them, where did they go? Instead of saying that, cool, that's nice if they can help you, but the reality is, build your business, build the economics of your business, and the math of your business, and the marketing of your business without having to rely on other people. So kind of thinking of the math of it, if you want to do ads, let's say you want to do ads on Meta, Facebook, Instagram, figure out what those numbers look like. How much does it cost to get a customer? How much does it cost to get a subscriber, right? What's their lifetime customer value? What's the average order value? How much do I have to spend to get a customer? Am I going in the negative? Am I breaking even? Am I making a little profit on the front? How many products and programs am I going to have on the back end? And then you start kind of playing, and I'm going to get some more stuff, and I'm going to do some more videos here. We're going to get a little bit more in the weeds with that. But for now, I just want you to remove that idea that you have to build this network, and then this network is going to be your ticket to success. Because while it's nice if it happens, you cannot rely on it, and this is on you. Not in a bad way, not, oh my God, this is all on me, but in an empowering way. I friggin' got this. It's me. I can do this. If other people help, cool, but I'm not going to rely on them. I'm obsessing on my subscribers, on helping them, on adding value, and that's it. Is your network your net worth? Maybe, maybe not. But you are your net worth, and you can absolutely do this. So if you're enjoying this, just hit a like, give a little subscribe, and let's watch the next videos because there is so much more to come.